So fat activists are making waves all around the world at the moment.
Why did they jump in the ocean?
Whoa! SugarTits with the zinger! No, I'm not just talking about the unfortunately hilarious arrest of J-Bay either. Remember that?
Oh yeah, who could forget that?
No, fatties all over the world are in mortal danger.
Whoa.
So I'm talking about fat genocide. Have you heard of fat genocide?
What? No.
And I'm not just talking about fatties for Palestine. No, there's a fat genocide going on right now, and we are unaware of it.
Really?
Yeah, let me explain, right?
Is this just getting swept under the tent?
Yeah, kind of. There's a fat genocide. You see, fatties, or certain fatties, think that weight loss drugs like Ozempic are genociding the fatties.
Why is this a bad thing?
Well, it's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. But let's have a look. First, we've got a quick sponsor. Let's go! This is NMN. The Europeans banned it in 2022, not because it's dangerous, because it works too well. Big Pharma's developing a $3,000 version of it and trying to ban the cheaper version. Classic move. A Harvard clinical trial found that 1,000 milligrams or one capsule of NMN daily increased NAD+ by up to 2 times. Researchers also found reductions in fat mass, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Here's Professor David Sinclair from the Center for the Biology of Aging at Harvard Medical School talking about it.
So I take NMN every morning.
What is NMN?
Good question. So let me take a quick step back.
Sure.
So about 20 years ago, Lenny Guarente and a team of us at MIT discovered a set of genes that controls aging in yeast cells, just brewer's yeast, what you find in beer and bread. And those genes are called sirtuins, and there are 7 of them in our bodies, 5 in yeast. And what they do is they protect all organisms on the planet, plants, bacteria, humans, from deterioration and disease. They're like the Pentagon. They sense when we're hungry, sense when we're exercising, and they send out the troops to defend us. So when you put more of these genes into a yeast cell or a mouse, they'll live longer.
That's not a TikTok guru. That's straight from a Harvard Medical School professor. Black Forest NMN is the GOAT of NAD+ boosters. Made in the USA, GMP certified and manufactured in an FDA regulated facility. This is the kind of stuff Europeans are smuggling in like contraband. And you can get it for a whopping 40% off right now at blackforestsupplements.com/bearing.
When they're trying to whittle down every single fat person, they're so excited that they found a drug that makes it so we don't exist anymore.
Well, you do exist anymore, and we don't want you to not exist. We just want, like, say, 70% of you to not exist anymore. So this birdie saw that Ozempic exists.
Yeah, she thinks it's a conspiracy to rid the earth of fat people.
Yeah.
And again, not to devalue any of these things. I consider them all very important. If tomorrow they released a drug that said, okay, we cured blackness.
You gotta be some type of retarded.
Come on.
Oh, I mean, is that just like, what do they call it? It's like stochastic, no, that's not the right term. It's like undercover racism. See, she equates being fat, which is like a bad thing, generally. It's bad to be morbidly obese.
Yes.
To being black.
Yeah, see, I just don't make the connection from helping a few fatties lose some pounds to ethnic cleansing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And look, I'll make my position clear. I think Ozempic and stuff can be good. I've seen a few articles that talk about potential side effects with like long-term use and stuff, but like I think it's a good kickstart. It's a good jump start for a lot of people.
Yeah, and wasn't Ozempic made for diabetics in the first place?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
If you just take this pill, you can be white. And then the problem will be fixed.
See, there we go again. The problem of blackness.
They took the white pill.
Yeah, I mean, this just doesn't compare. This does not compute, lady. And how many people do you think, how many people do you think would take the white pill?
I don't know.
I don't think many would.
No, being black is not a disease.
Yeah, and the general sentiment about being white these days is like kind of bad. Like people shun whiteness, like fuckheads shun whiteness.
Yeah, if you take the white pill, you're getting white guilt.
Yeah.
The blackness wasn't the problem. The problem was the system that ever made anyone think they needed to be anything other than what they are. Ozempic and these weight loss drugs are trying to exterminate fat people. They want to get rid of us.
they're categorically not trying to exterminate you. They're trying to make you more healthy.
Yeah.
So you're not so fucking heavy. I mean, you hear all these fatties, these fat activists saying like, health at any size, but it's bullshit. I mean, like, if you're carrying that much excess weight on your skeleton, it's not good.
Yeah, where this whole fat pride thing has gone really weird is where your identity becomes your fatness.
Yeah, it's also bad on your organs as well, is what I was going to say. It smushes up all your organs and
That's
shit.
fucking crazy.
Fat phobia is racism.
What a world, what a world.
That is some A-grade mental gymnastics. Fat phobia is racism. Okay. We got this bird talking about eugenics and how fat phobia and Ozempic and shit are basically eugenics.
Eugenics is race science rebranded for the 20th century. And race science was always about the way that you look is the way that you are. It's hugely apparent in terms of the wellness industry, in terms of all of the white women yoga. So the place where it's most obvious is what's broadly called fat phobia, but I would also highlight is anti-fatness in our society. The same discourse that we hear around immigrants being a drain on resources, too many of them, too much, is the same argument that we hear against fat people in our society, who, by the way, have been here all the time.
They haven't been here all the time. They weren't fat when they were a baby.
That's what I was just thinking. You're not the way you look is the way you are. Yeah, you weren't born fat.
Yeah, you had to get fat. Now, some people get fat early on in life because of bad parenting, very rarely because of some disorder.
Yeah, and look, that's not to say that some people aren't born with shithouse fatty genes. You know, when the parents are big fat fuckers, it's more likely that the kid will
Yeah.
be a big fat fucker.
Yeah.
But you're not born a fat baby because your mother ate too much in the womb.
Yeah.
And of course, the proliferation of things like Ozempic and Mounjaro. So the fact that you can be prescribed your skinny pill now, again, it's this rampant individual. If you choose not to take that pill, it's very much you being the problem, isn't it?
Well, no, you're kind of a problem because you're a drain on fucking resources, a drain on the health system, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've seen fatties on Twitter and shit bitching. Remember that fucking Olivia, I forget her name, Olivia someone? She's like the Democrat spokeswoman for like, they tried to get her to bring more men voters into the Democrat Party. She's this fat girl.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, this is ringing a bell.
Yeah, she was complaining on Twitter the other day that her health insurance had gone up $300. Now, look at the size of you. No offense, there's no bully here.
Yeah, goddamn capitalist society.
Yeah.
Looking for the reality and signs of how much you're going to have to pay for insurance.
Now, this has also hit the plus-size model scene. Remember Tess Holiday?
Oh, God, yeah, it was like ham in a stocking.
Yeah, Tess Holiday is fucking bitching about how no one's getting gigs anymore because everyone is skinny now because of Ozempic. It's a faticide.
I think that collectively our society has moved to a place where thinness is in, body positivity and curvy is no longer popular for a lot of brands. And that's what we're seeing reflected on runways and magazines and media. My plus size colleagues around the world, they're not really working. So it's been really disheartening to see.
I think that the fat model thing is kind of dying out like the wokeness thing. You know how wokeness is kind of dying?
Yeah.
See, I don't think anyone ever looked at these models and thought, yeah, wow, she's hot.
Yeah.
I think it was just like we're really inclusive. Look how good we are. We're admiring the fat lady.
Yeah, look, the coddling society is fading out. People don't want to live in delusion anymore.
Yeah. So the fat models are losing work because, you know, reality's setting in and people are realizing that fat people aren't good models.
And it's like, you know Lizzo?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's lost a shit ton of weight. She's basically pretty skinny now, and she was on Ozempic.
So she's basically the SS.
Yeah, and she was a fat fighter warrior. And you know that Megan Trainor girl, the girl who sang, you know I'm all about that bass.
Right.
She was basically saying, I'm all about my fat ass. Yeah, fat ass pride.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's as skinny as fuck now too.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And she says she was on Ozempic.
They're facilitating genocide.
I know. And Rebel Wilson, skinny as fuck now too.
Yeah,
She was on Ozempic.
yeah, that big fat Australian actor. She is skinny now.
Yeah, these were all fat pride pushers.
Yeah.
And now they're just skinny because they went on Ozempic.
I think that it's really hard to look at somebody and tell whether or not they're healthy.
Whoa! I beg to differ.
Yeah, that line gets blurred once you're crossing the mammoth territory.
Once you're 600 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, what a bullshit statement. It's impossible to look at someone and tell that they're healthy. Maybe for a normal person, you know, in a normal weight range.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy to look at someone who's 600 pounds and say that person is unhealthy. Just like you're able to look at someone who's like 80 pounds and say you're unhealthy.
Yeah, once your knees, elbows, and ankles disappear, you can pretty much say you're not healthy.
I couldn't agree more. And you obviously feel very healthy, don't you? And celebrate.
She's got a lot of tattoos. Her tattoo artist must make bank.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, right? If Tess Holliday goes on Ozempic, what are the tattoos going to look like?
Yeah, oh, yeah, they're going to shrink.
Yeah.
Like jeans in the wash.
They'll be, you know, when you use Photoshop and you accidentally press the skew tool
Yeah.
and you kind of just fuck up the shape.
Yeah, he's got a huge canvas to work with.
She's going to require some lasering.
Your health and your shape in a way that's very positive. There will be some that argue that we have an obesity crisis in our country. We have huge concern about people being overweight. And in a sense, you know, we have to be careful. You might be, well, you're gorgeous.
Whoa! She almost just said, you might be fat.
You might be, well, you're gorgeous.
Yeah, no, you're gorgeous. We're not saying you're fat.
You might be fat. Gorgeous.
Clearly, and healthy. But others who are your size might not be.
Everyone who's her size is unhealthy. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's reality.
Like I said, I mentioned skeletal stress before, but like the organs, more importantly.
Is it skeletal or skeletal?
Skeletal, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Your liver's getting compressed in, your lungs are getting compressed in. All sorts of shit. It puts so much stress on your body.
On your joints.
I was a fat fuck a few years ago. I was 130 kilos at my heaviest, which give or take is about 260 odd pounds. It's usually like double, I think, pounds to kilos.
That's getting towards being a big man.
And I was huffing and puffing all the fucking time. I'm like 90 kilos now, and I walk up hills like it's nothing.
He's got calves like a cheetah.
Yeah.
They might not be, but you know, at the end of the day, we are all deserving of respect. We're all deserving to take up space. That's why, you know, I wrote a new book that came out in the UK not too long ago called Take Up Space, Y'all. And it really is about just reclaiming your space and taking up space.
Do you reckon she did that book title with like outrage in mind? Like people are going to make videos about this. People are going to make tweets about this. I'm going to get exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, a woman of that size writing a book called Take Up Space, Girl.
Yeah, I'd say you're taking up a little too much space.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of whether we're, quote, healthy or not, we matter. And, you know, I think that we deserve to be seen as well.
I don't think you've got a problem there, love. You can be seen. You're going to be so seen.
Yeah.
You're going to be extra seen.
You're too seen.
You're too seen. It's obscene.
You're obscenely too seen.
I know you're concerned that you haven't been booked for a long time. If you don't get more bookings, what will you do?
Lose weight.
Yes.
See, she sort of built a brand on being that fat model kind of thing. I think like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 are going to like stick it out kind of thing and are going to continue to be the fat model sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like gone are the days, I think, where it's like there's fatties everywhere.
Yeah.
Fatties all over the runway.
Yeah. Victoria's Secret tried this. They tried this. They shipped in a whole bunch of hippos in lingerie onto the runway and it didn't work. It didn't make their brand more popular. They've gone back to their old formula of hot bitches in lingerie with the maybe one model who's slightly chubby.
Yeah. It's slightly chubby and that's like the plus size model.
Yeah.
But there's going to be like fatty conventions and stuff like that Tess Holliday's always welcome at.
I'm not that concerned. I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, so it's not all that at it, but I'm not going anywhere. You guys are stuck with me. I think like anything, we you know, body trends are a thing. We've seen it from the 1800s where bigger bodies were glorified and through the end of time where bodies have changed. And, you know, I think that it will shift back to a place where you guys are going to be absolutely sick of me. You're going to see me and a bunch of other people everywhere.
Yeah, see, but in the 1800s, being fat was just a sign that you're not starving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people were fucking starving.
Yeah, and no one was that well fed in the 1800s.
Yeah, I mean, like, remember when we did that video last week and I said the fat kid from Sandlot Kids?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people commented that he's not even that fat.
No.
But back in the 90s, that kid was fat.
Yeah, he was, yeah. He was the kid who was getting bullied for having man boobs. Like Chunk on the Goonies. Remember him?
Yeah, Chunk, yeah.
Yeah, they made fun of him. He had to do the titty dance to get into the house.
Yeah.
What was it? The truffle shuffle?
The truffle shuffle, yeah. By today's standards, he's not even that fat. I saw a fucking kid the other day at one of the theme parks on the Gold Coast. He would have been like 6, I reckon, and he would have been 120 kilos easy.
No way!
Like 6 years old, maybe 7, 120 kilos.
No.
He was fucking massive.
Are
And
you
the parents
serious?
as well, they're so fat, yeah.
How did I miss that? Was I not there?
I might have been taking the kiddo on a ride or something. You were probably off getting ice cream.
Oh, fuck off. That's obscene.
Yeah, it is obscene. On the plus side, CRFIs are way down.
What's CRFIs?
You don't know what CRFIs are?
No.
Oh, wow.
I'm award-winning fat activist and professional feminist killjoy Virgie Tovar.
Wow. She seems really... she seems cool. Fat activist and professional feminist killjoy.
That's another thing too. We talked about cankles. Like another one is your eyes.
Yeah.
When the eyes are disappearing under the fat, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether you're like a little bit...
What?
You know what I mean?
And she's both, I think.
And I'm here today to talk to you about an epidemic that's affecting women everywhere. It's called CRFI.
Whoa!
So what do you think CRFIs are?
Wait, sorry. I mean, that was like 3D for a second. I
Yeah.
thought she was going to jump out of your screen.
Yeah. What do you reckon what is it? CRFIs are?
I already said, I have no fucking clue.
Have a stab in the dark.
Crisco finger food.
Crisco finger food.
You said, I don't know.
Cake-related fat-phobic incidents.
What?
Yeah.
If you're like many women, you've been to a birthday party or a small office gathering, an event that's meant to bring people together. There's swinging tunes, some adult beverages, and good convo. And then it comes time to cut the cake.
She's about to bitch about cake sizes.
Yeah. You know what popped into my head immediately?
What?
Was Phyllis from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when they're doing the healthy kick and they're all getting weighed and they're meant to be eating healthy.
Yeah. And the fatties sneak the cake down in the basement. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And someone decides to ruin everything.
Oh my God, that slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck.
So she's bitching about the fact that there's some women, right, particularly women, out there who like to watch their weight and they're like, oh, that's too big a slice.
Yeah,
Can
well,
I
that
have a
is-
smaller slice of cake?
That is fucking rude. You're in a group setting, an office setting, right? You've only got a certain amount of cake per person available.
Yeah, but she's bitching about the one that's like, oh, that piece is too big. Can I just have a sliver, please?
Can you cut me half of that?
A cake-related fat-phobic incident, or CRFI, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse.
Imagine making a video about this topic. Like, you feel bad. Look, here's the reality. You feel bad because you're fat, right? And you feel guilty because you eat too much cake. And if there's like, I don't know, a normal sized human out there that goes, hey, listen, can I not have 6 fucking million kilos of cake, please?
Yeah.
You're like, no, you eat the 6 million fucking kilos of cake. Because otherwise, me as a fatty will feel bad because I'm a fatty and I'm eating 6 million fucking kilos of cake.
It's not so much that it's a fat person eating cake that's disturbing to look at. It's a fat person eating way too much fucking cake. And nobody likes to see a fat fuck eat too much cake.
Inevitably, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large, and that the person who's cutting the cake, almost invariably a woman, must do some disproportionate amount of labor.
Oh, kill me. Fucking hell. This woman. This is like an old video. This is like a few years old. But how did I not come across this?
Stop eating more than your share of cake, you fatty. You don't get more because you're a fat fuck who eats too much.
Well, no, like I said, she's not saying that she wants more. She's saying that like the skinny girl who says, I'll just have a teensy bit of cake, is being fat phobic because, you know, she's not the size of a fucking house.
Oh, bullshit. She's not being fat phobic because the chick's eating the same amount of cake as everyone else.
Yeah.
Let's be real, the chick's eating more fucking cake.
in order to accommodate their need to feel superior.
Wow, she is really annoying. So yeah, that's the fatty genocide. When will it end? Will they wipe out all the fatties? Who knows? It remains to be seen.
They just want their double helpings of cake and to eat it too.
Yeah, that's right. Visit SugarTits. She has a channel.
Yes, I do.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.